organic part. This will divided by inorganic chemistry and physical chemistry teacher, and we will contact with them for this session. Now unit 2 for us, for me actually, qualitative analysis. So this is qualitative. This is not the quantification of how much functionality or the presence of functional group. This is not. Only the detection, identification of organic functional group in sample.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, why disodium salt is used instead of EDTA?
EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, is actually very sparingly soluble. This is a big molecule and ethylene diamine. So that means it has NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2 moiety. Okay, this is something, some aliphatic chain. Okay, and it's difficult to soluble in water. So that's why the an acetic acid is also not a very strong acid. So in this whole moiety as a whole, not so much soluble because of their organic nature in water. Okay, so that's why we take advantage of its salt because we are measuring hardness in water. So should we choose such a complexometric titrating agent that soluble in water. That's why we take ionic sodium salt. We prepare the sodium salt, and so the hydrogen are replaced and their sodium. So it's now ionic and it's soluble, well soluble in water, but the EDTA don't lose its chelating ability. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Now first there is two categories. Non-nitrogen functional group. Non-nitrogen means there is no nitrogen. Simple organic functional group. So carboxylic acid, phenolic OH, carbonyl. So two type of carbonyl moiety, keto group and aldehyde group. Aldehyde group again and this. So up to this. So now we are, I just want to discuss first, then I will show our approach. So now we will see actually some photo, still photo, which we prepared in our laboratory. Okay, but these are whatever the video, whatever this one, there is not a feeling of offline practical experience. And sometimes, suppose we are using here carboxylic acid test, there is lots of different type of organic compounds are there in laboratory. So students are very curious initially. What is the color of the sample? What is the smell of the sample? These are not possible to fill in this online class. So we will see actually still whatever in the BS from 11 12 you learn that you will see some aspect, but the feelings not clear actually, not you don't feel any this chemicals, the part actually they are rhythm breathe in this online class. Okay, so because you can sometimes it is very phenolic OH, the samples, phenol sample, you can see and you can understand this is phenol. After that, you can go for known sample and then go for unknown sample. But here is no such chance, such time. Suppose in one day we just use lab for opening of the see the compounds. Okay, choose the compounds, then two functional groups are performing, all students, like this way we will going. So carbolic acid we differ from different substrate, you will go for the test, but here there is no scope. Just I will show only what happened, effervescence of carbon dioxide, that is the reason. But in laboratory what you will go, you can take acetic acid, you can take benzoic acid, you can take this, what is the bubbling is coming out from each moiety, you can test it. But that is from your curiosity you can go, but here there is no chance. Only one, this carboxylic acid, that is the method, that is the observation, and that is the remark. That's 4 points are categorized. So that's why it's so fast, practical. But in laboratory, it will take whole semester. Full semester you need to perform all these inorganic, organic and physical, whole parameters, because you have to prepare standard sulfate for quantitative analysis, their standardization. So many things you need to do, but here you will only see. So that is the actually very much bad for us actually. For teacher and student, we lose our interconnection, bonding. But now I will go straight. So chemical test for identification of carboxylic acid. I already mentioned that we get a effervescence of carbon dioxide. So you are also familiar with this test. Now tell me, what is the reagent for chemical test? What is the reagent?
Sodium bicarbonate.
Yes, sodium bicarbonate. So this is benzoic acid. We are taking benzoic acid, but only one option. So whatever we benzoic acid, acetic, I write down here. But you see the carbon dioxide effervescence as a picture. But here you can study the depending on the strength of acidity, you can study the effervescence is slow down or vigorous or etc. From there you can assume this is the strong acid, this is the weak acid. This you can try actually, but here there is no option. So benzoic acid and is benzoic acid, just 4. Then what is the chemical reaction? R. What is the aliphatic and aromatic you can take? Bicarbonate. So sodium, there sodium salt is produced and giving the carbon dioxide effervescence. Okay. And for benzoic acid, that is the sodium benzoate formed. So we take the solid sodium bicarbonate sometimes. Okay. And sometimes solution, benzoic acid, you can, hot water is soluble. Okay. And water is also partially soluble. So in that case, you can directly put the solid sodium bicarbonate into the benzoic acid solution, aqueous solution, or you can prepare ethanolic solution, whatever, you can use the solid bicarbonate powder. You slowly we put this one and effervescence is slowly coming. So you can see this much. So effervescence are some bubbling actually is coming. So now my question, can you get any smell from this carbon dioxide?
No, ma'am.
No, carbon dioxide has no smell. But if there is some ammonia or etc., you can smell actually. But here
Pungent
you will
smell.
not get. So only
Yes,
observation.
ma'am. Ammonia smell very bad.
Yes, yes.
Pungent.
But when it evolved actually, we have one experiment later on. So in evolved, so whole room is like ammonia. So
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes no, suppose you
Now,
have prepared. So many things are in laboratory is like
yes, yes, ma'am.
you are going
Actually,
for playing na sometimes. So this I really miss actually. We are
yes, ma'am.
discussing so
Actually,
much,
this
and practical room are best room for interaction with student and teacher, for chemistry teacher actually, because uh, engineering are their own building. Only this time for first semester they are close to us, and this is their first time na in the B college, our IIST, so that they have lots of queries about the institute, about the way the exam is going on, what is the, so many we are discussing actually, but now really don't need you. Even sometimes they are asking what water is good for us, ma'am. That is a question sometimes. Yeah, I will now don't take the water. You can arrange it separately, because water is a problem everywhere. The water tank are not clear every clear, washing is not clear, so problem. So many things are there, so many questions are there, but now really in practical class, so it's like maybe the class If you go through the class, it will take 30 minutes. But we will sitting there up to 3 hours, 3 and 4 hours for discussing, for chatting and so many things. So we miss, really I miss this thing. So this is carbon dioxide. Evolved that much we observed in laboratory also the effervescence actually. So depending on the acidity strength, the vigorous carbon dioxide maybe you can see or the slow effervescence that you can differentiate and you can from observe also that this is acidic strength higher or lower. Now the phenolic weight. This is also, I am just here writing resorcinol, but phenolic compound, lots of phenolic compound. And depending on the other, here is two phenolic weights, but depending on the other functional group, the color appeared after the phenolic test will get different product. Okay, so resorcinol, this is the, now we are taking the ethanol solution. Okay, already ethanol. Now these are not soluble in water. So we are taking only for carboxylic acid. You can take aqueous solution, but you can take also ethanol solution. No problem because we put the sodium bicarbonate solid and surface of the sodium this moiety actually the reaction with carbon dioxide release. So what happened? So this is the phenyl oxide, aryl alcohol actually representing here. So 6 unit react, 6 molecule actually react with one FeCl3 and produced one complex anion. That is the reason. Okay, so Fe is related with the ARO whole 6 3 minus this anion and 6 colored this actually the very dark color compound, but depending on this AR actually aryl group the color is different for different phenolic moiety. Suppose we have here some color green blue, but if you have naphthol you will get different color because they have lots of as much their resonance actually the pi conjugation I already mentioned about the UV. Okay, so their transition is different and their absorption in different, so corresponding color is also different. We will observe here during the detection of phenolic weight. So overall resorcinol in this solution in ethanol, and now this is a resorcinol you can put like this way. Now ferric chloride, sorry, another. This is ferric chloride. We pipette out, drop pipette out, and from the ferric chloride is like this. You can make. If you will go to the aqueous solution, it will clear. But if you put it in a ethanol, so it's like not so much. Is a some colloidal suspension type material, but it also works for the reaction. Heterogeneous, but it also works because after that anion is formed and it's soluble in ethanol. It actually reaction is over, then precipitate down. The air, this anion is precipitated down. We will see this color. So deep blue color. Purple, no, deep blue, no. This is the resorcinol, so it is purple color. Okay, it's not so clear. That's a purple color is very deep purple, and picture is not so clear because of the mobile factor actually. So that's why you will not understand, but it is a actually deep purple color. For resorcinol, it is deep purple color. Okay, but beta naphthol will give like green color, sometimes red color we can get depending on the at least one phenolic weight. Other will be nitro, NH2, whatever you have, you will get. Still not clear. Actually, it looks like reflection. Because of the glass reflection, it's not clear. So chemical test for identification of carbonyl group, ketone and aldehyde combined. So first we will identify the keto group or aldehyde group at a glance with the reagent Can you tell me what is the name of this reagent?
Fifth reagent.
2,4-DNP.
Hmm?
2,4-DNP.
2,4-DNP. 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine. Hydrazine. So it will form, after the reaction, it will form.
Ma'am, yellow color solid.
হ্যাঁ না না
Ma'am,
হাইড্রোজেন তো
aldehyde.
হাইড্রোজোন
Ma'am, hydrazone.
yes hydrogen moiety will form actually. So one condensed by condensation reaction H2O minus elimination of water molecule. So we taking here benzophenone and is also actually the whichever the good actually material gives the nice taste actually that we provide for the initial known sample testing. These are known sample. You will going through first this one, then next day you have lots of class on this. Actually, 1 month for this organic and functional group identification. So in this case, there is lots of keto group, aldehyde group, etc. You can just try by yourself. There is a lots of sample. You just one by one try to see. Sometimes one is coming, one is not. So that is like practicing actually. So after that, you have 1 day full for practicing also. And then you have unknown test for 2 days actually. 2 day we take unknown test. So and we will provide for three sample. At least two you have to be correct. And sometimes this happen maybe within with first day all are successfully done to correct that at least two. In that case, we will not who are not able to join or absent this unknown test exam, then we will go for the second day. So second day, not necessarily all will come, but we keep the 2 day for the unknown sample analysis because now it's not possible actually. Otherwise, for each sample analysis, you will take 10 marks. So 10, 10, 20. Okay. Or depending on the quantitative part, sometimes especially the second semester actually, after the puja vacation, we are not got able to the classes actually, available classes reduced than expected. But this semester is fine. January to July is okay, but after that August, July to December, we have some problem. Maybe the students are late entry and then puja vacation, so we are not getting so much time. This time the class are suppressed. Now benzophenone. So that is the ethanolic solution. This type of question I will ask in Viva. What solution we are using for the chemical testing? Ethanolic solution, not the ethyl acetate, not the water. For benzophenone is ethanolic solution, and that is the structure. You have to draw even the structure in a board, in a notebook, and you keep in a our camera so that we can see that at least you know the benzophenone structure.
Ma'am, in the mid-sem?
No, not mid-sem. That is for whole semester. So Viva after the mid-sem. But practical session has no mid-sem. Okay? Practical
Ma'am,
has no
practical examinations, when it will be held?
practical exam is not possible, no? Unknown sample analysis, how you will do?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not possible. That's why we are splitting for assignment and just Viva. You have to submit 3 assignments and Viva. That's right.
Ma'am,
But
is there
if
any
you
news
are
of the
able to
college
come,
reopening?
that is a good, huh?
Is there any news of college reopening?
Tomorrow actually Senate will Senate. So after that maybe. So probably I hope for practical maybe will come. But depending another factor is there about the hostel because it's not in a good shape now after like long 2 years
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
not functioning.
Ma'am,
So especially the ground floor are damaged. I think so. It's not in a good shape. So how we need complete renovation and water system, etc. So many things, and students are not actually calm. So that's happened. Na? If not in a running condition, so how we can recognize that there is some fault? After student come, then we can feel, there is some problem, is a pipeline in a damage in the room. This will happen, na? Now is totally unused. So I don't know, tomorrow we'll see. But higher
Okay,
semester
ma'am.
definitely come, okay? But for your for you, I don't know. For the first year, we don't know. But higher semester definitely come.
Ma'am, from our second semester, will we come?
Hopefully,
Okay, ma'am.
slowly, one by one, na. Like up to in for chemistry, up to MSc fourth sem is actually open. Actually, okay, they can come for their project. This is open, but class we cannot go for the online offline board, because few are in the, suppose we have some Himachal Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, so there is some problem. So that's why theory classes are online, but practical project based work, they can come actually. Mhm. So, suppose in that case, who are not willing to come from the outside West Bengal, in that case, they are going for theoretical some project-based work. That is also possible. So somehow we can manage it. We are now managing actually somehow. But I don't know, we are advancing or we are there is no acceleration. Just we are managing. So this is 2,4-DNP. That is the solution is also ethanolic solution. Okay. And in addition of the 2,4-DNP to the carbonyl group, immediately you can see the appearance of some, actually it looks like what orange dye. Slowly it will give the precipitate. Slowly it forms orange red precipitate. Okay. This one. Okay. And actually what happened in laboratory, it's like if you put in this your hands, then immediately it will get some, it's dye, na? It's actually dye. So immediately its dye is stick to your skin, and you will get immediately what you will get, you will get some color. So it's like a fun, no, like a mehendi. The girls are, prefer this like a mehendi. They can start to drawing actually. So these are really I miss. So I am taking part also. You can draw this way. Use this syringe to make this color. So this is not harmful at all. So we are playing. No, not only the practical. We can playing also in the laboratory in this way, in safe manner. So this is orange red precipitate. I side by side actually mentioned for your enjoyment, just like you are in lab, and you can think what will happen. You see the color is better than mehendi. So this is keto. Whatever the aliphatic aromatic, no problem. Then 2,4-DNP, elimination of water, condensation reaction. Through condensation reaction, you will get yellow, orange, or red, or orange red precipitate. Then this is for both. This test is positive, is DNP test. That means you have either keto or aldehyde. But next test we will go for the detection of only aldehyde, and that is popularly known as Tolen test. Okay, so we will take simple glucose. Glucose in you can take ethanol in this water. Okay, sometime in a mixture, ethanol and water, and then tolerance reagent. What is, how we will prepare tolerance reagent? What is the composition?
Ammonical solution, AgO3.
Ammoniacal solution, alkaline ammoniacal solution. So this is tolerance reagent D-glucose, and you will get the whatever you just put mixed 1:1 ratio to the D-glucose and put in a hot water bath. Okay, like this way, no? These are now, because of this long time we are not used, so that now rust is come. and sometimes this is not coils. If you keep it, maybe during the running the sample, it's break actually, coils are not working. So this will happen after the joining. There is a initially there will be mess, because I think initially you just check, when check it's okay, it's working, but after 1 hour heating maybe there will be starting their problem. So you will the mantle is not working then. So this type of things will come the immediate, the first batch at least after joining. So after heating, but we need strong heating, and then you will get, you can see na, this silver,
Yes,
silver
ma'am, it is shining.
is shining. Just slowly. Now it's also shining because it's like mirror, na. So it's
Yes, yes.
reflection much more. So is a silver mirror is formed, and that is the test for aldehyde group. This is very popular, very familiar. Actually, this is also something all students are. Suppose all are not making this silver mirror. Who making this can able to make? He is then he that day that student is the richest person because he has silver. And always asking, ma'am, we can take this to our hostel, because if this happened, the test tube is gone. So I'm like, it's okay. But like he is like, that time is hero because he extract the silver, na. So what is the reaction? So is aromatic or whatever the aldehyde in presence of, that is the ammoniacal silver. Okay. AgNH2. Actually, this is alkaline silver, alkaline ammoniacal silver nitrate. That's why we get the presence of NaOH in a soluble condition. We get this one. So, what is the how to prepare? You take sodium hydroxide, you put silver nitrate solution, so you will get immediately some silver hydroxide precipitate. Okay, then silver nitrate and put little amount of NaOH. Okay, I just then silver hydroxide is precipitate. Okay, then slowly add ammonia to dissolve this silver hydroxide, and that is actually the solution. You will see the solution of tolerance reagent, because it's soluble in NH3 and NH2 form this part actually complex, and you will get the clear solution of tolerance reagent. So AgNH3 whole twice OH. So after this one, so silver aldehyde group is oxidized to the carboxylic acid group, and silver +1 to A0, so it's reduced. So this is also oxidation reduction. I will ask this question, okay? What is the oxidation number of tolerance reagent in silver, and what is the oxidation after silver mirror? What is the oxidation? These are very simple. This type of question we will ask, okay? And but on little bit you can get this also from here, Ag2O. This is this blacks actually. If you are able to strong heating in proper way, then, and sometimes also they are the silver nitrate are not so much pure, so in that case you will not get sometimes the silver, this type of solid silver mirror, maybe some crash or something shabby type of this thing. In that case you can understand the silver nitrate quality which is supplied in laboratory is not good, is costly reagent. Okay. So another is the failing test. Glucose. So failing A solution. We need for failing test two solution. Failing A deep blue aqueous solution of copper sulfate, and then B, a colorless solution of aqueous potassium sodium tartrate, also known as Rochelle salt. Okay, made strongly alkaline with KOH. So mixing of 1:1. This is, and what is actually the composition? Copper is like in this way, this tartrate are copper are in a complex. Okay, so this is the anion. This is the reagent actually for the failing test. Okay, now you heat strongly. Slowly it will like this way. Slowly, okay. And sometimes it's actually precipitate down slowly. It will take some time. Sometimes actually in lab, this is actually we kept it and keep it some time, long time. But in during the laboratory, you will not get so much intense rate because you are trying not so much time for the strong heating. Maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes is enough that time. Oh, it's red is coming at the bottom this time, and you will get a very little copper. Actually this is actually some copper oxide, so it's coming and it stop the reaction. Oh, it's coming is okay. Okay, so in that case you will not get this one, but it keep it for long time, that's why you get this is some special case. But in laboratory you will not get so much color in this way, and they are actually shaking, otherwise it's get down. It's you for your case you will get as a precipitate always because it's very quickly settle down. So this one CuO, whatever in this moiety Rochelle salt, actually this is CuO. From there Cu2O is less precipitate you will get. So oxidation number changed, so reduced and simultaneously aldehyde oxidized in this case. So that is the reaction actually. So this one done up to this one. So how to write all these things? Whatever. I will send the note actually. You have to submit in classroom. I will first create the link, then you will submit. But right now, after midsem, I will send, okay? Because maybe you will come, na? Hope working. So in that case, after experiment, you will write. Okay, so up to midsem, I will not go for this one. I will finish the instruction here and hope for your physical presence in our laboratory. So identification, how to write? The identification of organic functional groups by chemical test. So non-nitrogen functional groups 1, 2, 3. So this is experiment, this is observation and inference. And you write down chemical identification of this one and write down few words. Suppose you add whatever plus plus plus. Suppose okay, you add ethanolic solution or aqueous solution of sample benzoic acid. This is for known. So benzoic acid. Then add solid sodium bicarbonate. And observations, effervescence, some effervescence and inference. The effervescence carboxylic acid and effervescence is for carbon dioxide. So that is the how to write. I will give you the previous year some if we want, then we will supply. But right now I am not creating any link. Hope you will join actually. If not, then after midsem I will float. Okay. So you have already assignment. So first complete the theory part, then practical will after midsem will float. So there is not so much, na, this one. Okay, so up to this much for laboratory records. So for this one, for today, up to this. So for next day means after midsem, I will finish the nitrogen and then go for the class assignment depending on the situation or the decision by the authority. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So next next week maybe your next week is next week if you want we can go for discussion on the mid semester. No nothing. No new work, no new topics. We will discuss about the tomorrow I am not able to take class actually. So that's why I am talking about the tomorrow there will be Senate I mentioned. So Senate will start from 11 and whole day I think so. Whole day and night also. There is a 31 something agenda. I just including your offline. So there is a lots of all professors, HODs are there. So discussion online. So in that case, I am not able to. Okay. So before midsem, we will discussing one class for the mid semester. You can assign, you can wait for my schedule class on Thursday, or you can any other time we can fix it according to your and my suitability. Okay. Or Saturday I am free, not this Saturday, but or maybe Thursday is fixed, no problem, or Wednesday. Next Wednesday means this the practical time we can discussing about the question for mid semester.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, if you want.
Okay, ma'am.
That you can get some time because you have lots of, I think you have lots of preparation, na? So many subjects. So you read the organic, inorganic, physical part very carefully, theory part, and I always, from beginning, I mentioned the mid semester is very vital for achieve a good grade. If you lose maximum marks in lose semester out of 30, that means you will not get a good grade. How much try you done after for preparation of the your final sem, because you have only 50 marks. So at much you 50 can achieve, and after that from internal marks you can get up to 20, so 30, 70. But if mid semester is not good, so that at least 20, so that you cannot get the 90 marks, 90 CGPA maximum. So that's why I am taking as much as possible. You will go and read to prepare the each course material from each teacher and get a good mark for each subject, not for only chemistry. That will give a good grade for you in a overall semester. For each year, for each semester, you're always first target to jump this barrier mid semester with a great efficiency. Okay, because all are additive. If you lose forever. That is, you compete for them. If you get that 15 marks, that means you already lose 15 marks from the mid semester or from the 100. So you have only 70 marks for fight. And internal assessment is no problem. So it's 50 marks for fight. So from the beginning, before the mid-sem, you have 1 week, that is more actually, more than enough for mid-semester. So prepare all this, all this course very well, set up, and we can discuss about the organic. I think I will supply all thing even discussed already, but if you want, after your complete the courses actually, relooking of your courses, I will discuss again. I have no problem.
Hello, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, will you take Viva in the end semester?
Practical is, and there is no practical actually exam, not possible now. So only after mid semester we'll take Viva after complete the whole course, not only for organic, inorganic, physical. We divided your group into three halves, three parts, and I will take one part for overall laboratory actually, organic, inorganic, physical, and then for 10 marks. And rest your submission will not deducted any. You have to submit the assignment for organic, inorganic, physical. If you missed physical, that means you lose 10 marks. 10 or something, whatever. I think
Okay,
13,
ma'am.
13, 14 some marks actually. So 14 is for inorganic because there is a lots of, you have to write down lots of things, no? Quantitative part. And so, and rest are maybe 13, 13. So you lose that marks. So definitely, so after discussing, and you have this mid semester too. So after mid semester, and we'll come one day we complete, and that day I float the complete means nitrogen containing functional group. There is actually only three actually: amide group, then nitro, aromatic nitro, and primary amine, aromatic primary amine. Three group we will discuss, and after that you will write down all the procedure like this way. Experiment, observation, inference is just one page actually. You don't need to write down this only the chemical reactions or etc. just one sheet, okay, and you just submit for organic. That is enough. Sometimes students are write down all the chemical reaction, whatever. I don't need right now. Okay, just write down this, fill up this one, and that is enough.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm. If not, you are not actually, you have to submit this one, because otherwise you are not passing out. At least you need 25 marks for this one. Practical, you need 25 marks. Only appear in Viva, not enough. At least two assignment you have to submit. Otherwise, you are not getting pass from this paper, session, practical session. Okay, so you just I think I start the practical first, na? Inorganic and physical, still not.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So that's why you submit quickly the organic, but you forget to, you are like lazy and not submit the assignment for inorganic and physical. But don't do this. Okay, you submit so that we can get the full marks. Okay, and depending on their viva, the marks will vary. So like within 10. So this one, all are getting above 40, but depending on the your performance in Viva, you will get the marks within 50. Okay, so now I stop my this session. Hmm?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so next Wednesday then, okay? We'll discuss. Not that actually Thursday in the morning. I think the morning is okay. You will be going for preparation, because next from you have semester from 14th, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So next Monday to whole week maybe, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
All 5 days.
whole 5 days. So
Monday
you
to
need
Friday.
some time. So better we will, after lunch we can discuss about the question, and morning you will read Thursday free.
Okay, ma'am.
That is from the semester. This is mid semester break.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I am not
Thank
taking
you,
the class
ma'am.
attendance. There is no option. I am not able, but it's okay. So whatever, we will see later on. Hmm.